Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in business. Hello and welcome to episode number 37. We're talking today about how does your mindset affect your business. Too many business owners don't really consider that. They don't consider that the mindset is going to affect the business. So today we're talking about that. But in the meantime, I want to give you a little update on what's happening in our business. It's all happening. We have had 2 new people applying for positions in the business, and we have had a forecast for where the business is going and looking at many new clients we're going to have in the next 12 months, and we have new ways to find new clients, and we got the business literally exploding. So we just hired 2 people. Can you believe it? It's just happening. We got 1 contractor on part-time and 1 person full-time, and it's all happening. And we have a sales squad now, and we also have certified coaches that are doing one-on-one sessions. So I am completely officially removed from doing one-on-one sessions with any clients except the Abundance Circle until November. And then after that, I won't be doing one-on-one sessions ever again. I'm like sort of happy and sad in the same time, because I do love connect with my clients and I do love having a good old session. So we'll have to have a look. Maybe I do create a really high level for people that want to reach $1 million business, and I might work one-on-one with those people. But for now, nothing. That's it. That is me moving out of the business and working more on the business rather in the business. And that's how we're going to be able to scale it. That's how we're going to be able to take the business to the next level and help so many more people. So I will be helping the coaches to really help those clients. So I will still be, really aware of and across about everything. But it's a new level. This is how we're going to get this business to 3 million, and then 5, and then 15. That's the goal. So we are doing it. It's happening, and I couldn't really wish for better people in my team, to be honest. And it has been quite an amazing year, full of ups and downs, and full of things that if you would have told me 12 months ago that this was going to be my year, I would have told you, shut up, I don't believe it. I would have freaked out because I would have been in fear without seeing the bigger picture. But now it all makes sense. I get why everything that happened in the last 12 months is coming all to make me a stronger person, make me more resilient, and make me a really good business owner, and be able to really lead this team without staying in scarcity. And that's what we're going to talk about today, how a lot of people don't learn from their mistakes and then just stay in so much scarcity, and they don't hold on to their businesses. That's because they don't work on their mindset. So I have been truly this year working on my mindset like I have not done for a long time in this depth, and that's because of coronavirus. I was able to take a step back in the business a little bit, from running events, from traveling like a crazy woman, and I started to really enjoy time with me, enjoy my own self-development. And it's been so huge that I really wonder how people can do business without working on their mindset. It's just a roller coaster, and you won't be able to stay sane if you don't work on your mindset. So yeah, I don't know how people do it. So mindset is important in business because it affects our reality. Like nothing happens without us believing in it. So whatever you believe, you're manifesting. So if you don't believe that you can have a really successful business, you probably don't have a really successful business. And if you don't believe that you can have hundreds of thousands of dollars in your bank account, you probably won't have it. And if you don't believe that you don't need to work hard to make a business successful, you probably are working really hard and struggling to make success. So it's really a 3D printout of our thoughts. I say that a lot, and I truly believe it. It will affect your income. It will affect the culture of your business. If you take everything personal, if you get upset and angry at every single step, there was we do hire virtual assistants for our clients. We got now 75 virtual assistants working for our clients. And it's crazy how one virtual assistant was telling me the other day how her boss is super short and rude and keep pushing them to the next level, and really doesn't care about their opinion, doesn't care about her how she feels and how she show up her work, and just keep pushing. And that's not the best way to be a leader, right? And that's because this person is not working on their mindset. They just feel like, that's it, we're here to work, you just work, and then they don't create that culture. This place where I work in every day, I come in and there's such a beautiful energy. Every single team member is full of passion, and if they're not, I bring them aside and I say, what's going on? This is the place where we are passionate people in here. So either, step up and let's be passionate, or it might be not the right job for you. Maybe you need to go in one of these corporation where everybody's miserable. Maybe you fit in better on those places, right? We really, and I'm just saying, obviously I don't say it that way, but what I'm saying is that I want people that are excited. I want people that want to be here. They're excited about growing this business together, excited about winning, excited about changing people's lives. This is the type of culture that I want in here. And if you don't work on your mindset, you're not going to be able to do that, because it's stressful, right? Running a business, especially when you start to get team members and people underneath you. At one point, I was like, oh my gosh, I sound like I'm a manager now. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't want to become a manager. I just wanted to be a business owner and helping people. But that is the point. If I didn't work on my mindset, I would have become stressed and resentful. And at one point I was actually super resentful with my business. It was so much pressure and so much because I wasn't working on my mindset. So your mindset will affect your clients. If a client tells you something, you take it personal, you're gonna have a really tough time. Instead, I know that because I work on my mindset, I don't take things personal. I know that everybody's got their own journey and their own stories. You're not gonna attract any abundance in your life, in your business, and you're gonna live in scarcity if you don't work on your mindset consistently. And this is something that a lot of people take for granted, but I choose not to, because mindset is everything in business. I even teach my clients how to do that. So how is your mindset in your business? Are you really checking in on your language? Are you checking in on what are you saying and what are your thoughts? Because your thoughts are everything. Whatever you think, you'll manifest. So whatever you think, it will affect your results. So you need to really watch your thoughts, because your thoughts then make you feel a certain way, and when you feel a certain way, then you're going to react, and you're going to have a different perspective of your business, of your life, of everything when you don't work on your mindset. You're going to have a different attitude on how to treat your clients and how to really step out of ego and be driven by your higher self. So a lot of you might be hearing this and go like, wow, what does that mean, driven by ego? So I believe that when we are growing up from 0 to 7 years old, we create these egos. So these essence that is part of who we are, that is going to help us to stay alive. So if there is a bear trying to attack us, the ego will go, run, and you'll start running, right? So ego is good to keep us alive. But at the same time, we have given ego way too much power and becomes fear, and we live in fear. Most of us will do that. We live in fear, and fear puts us in a box. So the ego go, you go in a box so that I can keep you safe. So that means that eventually this box gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and we get more fearful about everything, about commitment, about relationships, about money, about losing money, about failure, about success, about judgment. And that box gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you really struggle to get out of it. And get out of the box, to me, means living from the heart. Living from knowing that everything's going to be fine. Living from a place of happiness and smiles and grace. Instead, when you're in the box, you're living in fear, you're making decisions in fear, everything that's happening, you're just panicking about it. So how do you get out of the box? Well, that is the point. The instruction for you to get out of your own box, they're on the outside of that box. They're stick on a piece of paper on the outside of the box. And no matter how long your neck is, you won't be able to reach to read those instructions. So the best way, I believe, to get out of your own box, to get out of your own ego and go into your heart, is to have a coach, a mindset coach, someone that can help you through the way to say, hey, instruction to get over this fear, this is how you do it, this is what you got to do. Way too many people have no even idea they are afraid. You ask them what your fears, they go, I don't have fears. You go, well, wait, really? We all do. And if you're not aware of your own fears, you're not going to be able to overcome it. A lot of people call fear stress. I'm not fearful, I'm just stressed. Well, that's what it is. Stress is equal fear, right? If you're stressed about money, that means you're afraid of losing money. That is what stress is. But some people don't like, overachievers call fear stress, which is totally fine. Negativity, ego is that part that most often is quite negative. It's gonna look at things in a negative way. It's gonna judge people. It's gonna judge yourself. It's gonna tell you all this horrible thing. Let me tell you, if you had a friend that was similar to your ego, you probably choose not to hang out with it. But we all choose to hang out with our brain, to listen to our brain, to listen to our ego that says horrible things to us, and we believe it. My ego used to tell me all the time that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't smart enough, that I was stupid, that everybody was against me. So I would always fight. I was always in defensive mechanism because that's what I believed. And obviously when you believe something like that, you will look for that. So imagine running a business like that. Every time you get a no from a client, you will take it personal. You will go nuts thinking that you're not good enough, that you're an imposter, that you're a fraud, that people don't like you, that nobody's ever going to buy from you, that you're going to be a failure, that you're never going to succeed. That's what your ego is telling you. Have you noticed? Well, then you need to get out of the box. You need to get a coach. You need to surround yourself with people that are like-minded. They're going to help you and support you to see that it's normal to have those thoughts, but you need to work on them. It's like going to the gym, right? You're not going to just like enter the gym and watch everybody else work out and go, yeah, that was a great workout. You need to work out yourself, right? So even if you are surrounding yourself with positive people, you need to do the work. You need to do the exercises. You need to really work on your mindset to be able to stay in a higher state. The ego is that part that wants to hold us back because staying small is safer. Not going all in, it's safer. And that's what we need to make sure that we do. We work on our mindset so that our business can grow. We work on our mindset so that our life can flourish. We work on our mindset so that our bank account can be greater, so that we can support and help and give back to the universe, to so many people. So how do you change your mindset? Well, first and foremost, get a coach. Get a mindset coach that can truly help you. I still have a mindset coach. Like literally, as soon as I finish this, every Tuesday night is my evening. I drive 50 minutes to go and see this amazing coach and healer. And I just sit there, and as soon as I go into this room, she's like, Francesca, this is your space. This is all about you. And I go, oh, yes, that's what I need. So are you doing that? Are you taking care of yourself? And are you meditating daily? Are you doing a gratitude journal? Are you surrounding yourself with peer group, with people that are like-minded? Are you watching your language and watching your thoughts? Are you do a thought download every day, that you download your thoughts? I've learned that from Brooke Castillo, my coach, and it's so powerful to just sit down and go, what thoughts are going through my brain right now? And just do a thought download to really be aware of what you're thinking. I ask often my clients when I do Zoom classes and I coaching them one-on-one in a group setting, and I go, wait, what did your brain just tell you right now? Because your face changed. And they just go, I don't know. I'm like, wow. We need to be aware of our thoughts. If you want to change them, you need to be aware of them. That is the first step. So there's a good news out of all of this. The good news is that you have a choice. We all have a choice. And that makes me so happy. I've made some really big choices this year, really big ones. And it was scary at the time because every time our brain, our ego would try to keep us from making decisions. Staying in indecision seems easier at the time, but long term is like logorrheic, like it's literally eating you inside. So what choices have you made this year? What are you choosing today? And choices go from what type of person do I want to be on my business? What type of coach? What type of leader? What type of boss? What type of friend? What type of influencer? What type of person I want to be today? And most of us, we make decisions based on the past, based on references that are not relevant anymore. So what if you could just choose? What if you could just choose to give unconditionally to yourself, to others? Are you in the present, or are you always working on the past or the future? It was so powerful doing this work this year on being present and learning what I want, choosing what I want without being afraid. You can choose to make a decision without fear. It seems crazy, but it's true. You can make that choice. You can choose to give without expecting anything back. You can choose to be the best version of yourself. When something happens and your ego is get you to react, pause. Pause and think about, how would my future self behave right now? How would my future self react right now? What will my future self say? How will my future self make a decision right now? I do that a lot. And my future self knows better. My future self cares about my health. My future self cares about my well-being. My future self cares about my life. My future self cares about where we're going and knows what I need. How's your relationship with money? Are you choosing to be afraid of losing money? Are you choosing to take risks? Are you choosing to be saving money? Are you choosing to spend all your money? Are you choosing to attract money in your life, or are you choosing not to? And I know that sometimes it feels like there's no choice. What do you mean? Like, money doesn't come to me easily. That's a fact. No, it's not. It starts from your brain. Money is available to all of us in the same way. It's just a choice. How long do you want to keep struggling with money? How long do you want to keep being in scarcity? You have the choice. We all have a choice. So my friends, go and make your beautiful, abundant decision today. Do it from the heart. Do it from grace. And live your life from that. What if you could live your life from that? What if you could live in abundance? What if you could live in joy? What if you could live in gratitude? I dare you. I dare you all to try to live the next 7 days until I speak to you next with that. Make a decision from grace. Make a decision from love. And don't let anybody, anything affect you, because you are love. You are grace. You've got this, my friend. Go and enjoy and choose the person that you want to be. If you enjoyed listening to this podcast, then you have to come check out the Entrepreneur's Abundance Mindset Mastermind. It's my monthly mastermind where you get to spend time with me, where we take all this material, we apply it, we study it, and so we can take your business to a whole new level. So just go to the Francesca Moi, the Meetup Queen Facebook business page, and then just send me a message and you'll be able to choose the option EAM Mastermind. I would love to have you join me there, and I'll see you next week.